This is a quick overview on how teachers can set up a Kahoot for their classes. When you go to Google and you look up Kahoot, you're going to see two options. One is Kahoot.it. That is how people play the game. In order for you to create a Kahoot game for kids to complete, you're going to go to the first one, Kahoot.com. On this page right here, you will notice that there will be a login button. Make sure that you create an account, and that is a very straightforward process. In addition to using your Pine Middle School address, you can also use a Gmail address. The system also allows for people to sign up for Kahoot Premium. You'll notice that the Kahoot Premium will be free during the COVID-19 crisis. Gives you a chance to see everything that you can do in the system. You have a couple of options. You may create your own, or you could discover a previously created Kahoot. So if I'm in a rush and I just need to find some activity to base what I'm trying to do off of, I can go into Discover and I can look up and just review some of the great games that have been created in the past. It doesn't have to be social studies related, of course. For science, there was some readings and some activities on bees. Heck, it can be related on nothing at all educational. It could be on the most ridiculous thing ever. So, let's say that this is what I want to go ahead and alter or modify my questions off of. This is someone's questions. You can see them right here, but I need to be able to bring it over into my account. These three dots over here, when you click it, it allows you to make several options, one of which is duplicate. That's what you want to do. You're going to duplicate this quiz into your account, and you'll see it appears right here. I could go in, I could edit it, I could change the title. Very simple process. Maybe if I don't want to edit it or I don't want to rename it, I could just delete it. Deleting, as you can see, is a very simple and easy process. But for those of us that know exactly what we want to ask and we just want to create a Kahoot, in the top right there is a button called Create. When you click the Create button, it's going to ask what type of Kahoot you're looking for. Is it a straight just Kahoot where the kids will see the questions and then they respond on their device? Or is it one of these other options? I highly encourage you to look at all the opportunities that Kahoot offers you. We're just going to create a basic system. So here's our, let's go ELA related. What is an example of a preposition? Okay, and as it stands, it's typing in questions, options that you can select. Now, the one that you do want to select as the correct answer, you will click the little circle, and you'll notice every time that I'm typing, it is giving me a little circle right here that I could use. I also have the option if I want to use an image instead of text. The problem with that is, especially if we're trying to do one of these on a Zoom session, it doesn't work out so well. I can change the time limit. I can change the number of points per question. I can also alter, do I want multiple answer, single select? I really think it's best that you leave all this as it is. I understand changing the points, especially on some of these questions, but some of these other ones can make it a little more difficult. If you want to have an image displayed, but keep in mind, most of the time it will display the image before and after, so that could be a problem. Up here, I can go ahead and create a title. When I click up Enter Kahoot Title, I get a series of options right here. I can type in more information. What type of visibility? Do I want a cover image for this? As I'm coming in each time, perhaps I want to use their image library in order to come up with, let's go with grammar. And perhaps I just want a simple image that would be easily identifiable by me next time I go into a Kahoot. And I can simply add questions that way. Now, if I want to preview a question that I've created, on the top right, you'll see a preview button. You'll notice the timer is going down. It does not display the image because I don't want the answer displayed before they get a chance to answer. Students would then come around and select whatever answer they think it is. When time expires, the Kahoot will automatically display who was right, who was wrong. Very simple. Simple exit preview. Add any questions you want. When you're absolutely finished, go to done. You can test it. You can play it now. You can share it with others. Let's just go back to the main screen. And a couple of days from now, it's time to actually play that Fusion quiz. Click play. This is important. You can either assign it separately for students to complete on their own. Maybe this would be a good at-home review activity. Or in a large setting, you can use it as a teaching aid. It's going to ask, do you want to use a team or do you want to use player versus player? This is usually the best option, classic, especially for our Zoom sessions. Now, you can see that at Kahoot It is where the kids will go. There will be a button over here to mute. You can change the song or you can mute it. When students go on, they will enter that code and they'll be able to complete the activity.